Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. Talk about pipes, tobacco, life. How's everyone doing this Friday? Friday the 13th. Ooh. This morning I'm smoking some McBaron Navy Flake in my Arici rusticated, beautiful billiard estate. Been quite a while since I had some of this, and I am enjoying it very much. So this video is kind of a combination. It's going to be a VR to North Georgia Piper for his giveaway. He's giving away a beautiful pipe. And start everything off, I'll do that. He wants to know the history of either where we live, the place we live, or a town that we previously lived in. I'm going to do it on where I live because Rockford is a bigger town, has more history, has more to talk about than where I grew up. I grew up in a very small town. Not a whole lot of history there. I mean, there are probably some, but yeah, it's there's a reason I got the hell out of that town. So I currently live, as many of you already know, Rockford, Illinois. Rockford, Illinois is northern Illinois. We're probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from the state line of Wisconsin. Rockford was founded in 1834. One of the things it was called was Screw City. Rockford is known by many nicknames. One of the most interesting be Screw City, capital of the world. The name has developed from the billions of screws, bolts, fasteners that many factories produced for manufacturers around the world. My grandmother worked at National Lock, and I believe that's what they produced, is screws, nuts, bolts. She worked there for 35 years. Another nickname that Rockford has taken on throughout the years, early settlers called it the Forest City. They still call it the Forest City. Many people call Rockford the Forest City because of the river valley's verdant woods. Today Rockford still has 7,000 acres of parkland, tree-lined streets, and exceptionally green downtown, a riverside trail, and several magnificent public gardens. I think Rockford kind of gets a bad rap. Like any big city, you know, you do have crime, but it's just like every other big city where there are higher crime areas in the city, and you know, it pretty much just pertains to that area. So yeah, it was founded in 1834. It is in Winnebago County. It also has a population of, I believe, 135,000. That's not counting McChesney Park and Loves Park and Cherry Valley, which also surround Rockford, which is kind of part of Rockford. So with those two combined, three combined, I'd say it's well over 200,000 people. Rockford is the 5th most populated city in Illinois, so it's pretty good size. And it being as close to Chicago, I think we're about, I'd say just over 100 miles, I think, west of Chicago. So quite a few people live in Rockford and commute to the suburbs, or they commute to Chicago. We bought this house due to all of the neighborhood we live in is all mature trees. That's like it stated, it's the Forest City. In this area, there are just nothing but trees. and houses. It's a really beautiful area, especially in the fall. I really look forward to the autumn, like I talked about. It is beautiful in my neighborhood in the fall. Won't be long, and I'll be enjoying all the colors. So that's my VR for Northern Georgia Piper. Hope you enjoyed it, buddy. Him and a Life with a Pipe, they both actually came up with pretty good ideas for their giveaways. I think I'm going to do the same on my 1,000 sub, and that is, if you comment, you get 1 entry. If you do a VR, you get 3. I think they're kind of, I know that's what Life with a Pipe did. North Georgia Piper, he's doing something a little different. He got a little more complicated with it. If you're not a presenter and you make a video, I think you get actually 4, something like that. So good for him. That's a great idea. Any way we can get more people who think they can't present, which they can, putting out videos, we get to actually kind of sort of meet them. It's different than just seeing a comment, So, yeah, it's looking forward to his GAW. There should be a lot of people in it. I think it goes to the end of this month, so you have quite a bit of time. But so there you go, buddy. That's the very, very condensed version of the history of Rockford, where I live. So today, my Friday, I don't think it's going to consist of a whole lot. We have a lot going on that we need to get done this weekend. I'm going to kind of push a lot of that off to the weekend, and the wife can help me. Today it'll just consist of me revisiting quite a few blends, 3 or 4 that I know I like, and I haven't smoked them in a while. This will be one of them. A little bit cloudier day today, but it's going to get warmer today and more humid than yesterday, which sucks. But the forecast is looking like we're going to get a warm weekend, and then things are going to start cooling off next week, and then it's game on, fall. That's what they're saying. I can hope. So I did a little catching up yesterday on YouTube. I found North Georgia Piper's channel. I subbed, did the VR. He's got a good channel, by the way, so this is also a shout out for him. He's a younger guy, obviously lives in Georgia, very into pipes and tobacco, so he's exceptionally knowledgeable for being a younger guy. I don't think he's been smoking pipes super long, but he's got as much or more knowledge than I got. But I'm more of a just kind of learn as I go person. I don't like dive in and try to learn as much as I can. I just enjoy acquiring pipes, smoking my pipes, trying new tobaccos. I've gained quite a bit of knowledge when it comes to tobaccos the past 2 years. And it made it a lot more enjoyable, to be honest, when you start understanding what each tobacco brings to blends and what blends have what tobaccos in them. It really becomes very enjoyable. I think today I'm going to revisit some of the Virginia base blends that I enjoy. get off the Burleys for a weekend, I think. I might have. It's easy to say that, but I'll probably have. I did not get out here and get and smoke some haunted bookshop last night, which I wanted to do. It didn't end up happening. Hopefully that happens tonight. After a movie, me and the wife are going to go see the new James McAvoy movie. It's a thriller. Looks pretty freaky. Pretty scary. So we're going to go check that out. And then come home, and I'll probably smoke out here. It's going to be plenty warm enough the way it sounds. So, yeah. So, yeah, I thought I would hop on, give his channel a shout out, get in the VR, just chat up a little bit. Wish everybody a great Friday. Until next time, keep them lit.